The Star Trek actor Anthony Rapp has accused Kevin Spacey of this, which happened in 1986, according to Mr. Rapp. He was a Broadway star at the time. He was only 14 years old. He went back to a party at Kevin Spacey's house. He says Kevin Spacey carried him onto his bed, climbed on top of him and made a sexual advance. He said he was able to squirm away and then left the house. Kevin Spacey has put out a statement. He doesn't deny it, but he says he doesn't remember it. So let's just look at that statement now, at least part of it. I honestly do not remember the encounter, which he says obviously would have been a long time ago. But if he did behave like that, I owe him the sincerest apology for what he describes as deeply inappropriate drunken behaviour. And he's sorry too, he says, for the feelings he describes having carried with him all these years. Now, he goes on in the statement to say that he knows there are other stories out there about him. Kevin Spacey says that about himself. And in the statement, he also comes out as gay, says that he has had relationships with men and women, but is now living as a gay man. And that has provoked something of a backlash from some people here in Hollywood who say, why is he conflating these two things? People are saying he's almost suggesting that this is an excuse for predatory sexual behaviour against a child. So it is the latest, just the latest to spill out from the allegations against Harvey Weinstein, this, and Hollywood remains convulsed by controversy.
Kevin Spacey. There's been rumors for a while, but now someone's actually come forward and accused him. And this got me thinking. Kevin Spacey's been on the Lolita Express, Jeffrey Epstein's private jet.
Jeffrey Epstein, a US investment banker who was jailed in 2008 for soliciting a minor for prostitution.
Along with ex-president Bill Clinton, who's got to be racked up on air miles because he traveled there a lot.
I didn't know what to do. I mean, this is a governor telling you this stuff.
Where was the security guard at this point?
He was still outside. It was just me and him in the room. I knew he was sitting out there, knew he had a gun, and so at this point in time, I'm getting a little nervous.
That's the problem. Here's the problem. And Bill Clinton is a rapist.
But I want to say one thing to the American people. I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
And then he leaned up and he pulled me up towards him, and he was going to try to kiss on me. And so then I tried to distract him again. And I thought, what am I doing? My mind is racing so fast that I don't realize what was even going on.
I never told anybody to lie, not a single time, never. These allegations are false, and I need to go back to work for the American people.
And next thing you know, he pulled down he sat down, pulled down his pants, everything, and he was exposed. And I said, I'm not that kind of girl, and I need to be getting back to my desk.
I can tell you that these... Wait. Give this guy a hand.
And did you walk out then?
I was trying to, and then when he got his pants up and everything, I was trying to walk over. He rushed over and he grabbed the door facing to where I couldn't get out. And he said, "You're a smart girl. Let's keep this between ourselves." I walked out, and the trooper was sitting there with a smirk on his face.
See, give him a hand. Thank you.
Not only Kevin Spacey and Bill Clinton, but multiple other people in power too, including Prince Andrew.
So Prince Andrew, he's been named in these allegations that have appeared in documents that have been filed to a court in Florida this week. Now, they come from a woman who claims that between 1999 and 2002, she was exploited for sex by the wealthy businessman Jeffrey Epstein. Now, he was jailed in 2008 for 18 months after admitting soliciting an underage girl for prostitution. And while he spent that time in prison, dozens of other women came forward. So this is just the latest in what's quite a long-running court appeal. Now, this latest claimant says that Epstein used her effectively as a sex slave, that she was being trafficked to influential men, wealthy men. And in the court documents that we've seen, there's one quote where it says, "One such powerful individual that Epstein forced Jane Doe number 3, that's what they're calling the victim, to have sexual relations with, was a member of the British royal family, Prince Andrew, aka the Duke of York." Jane Doe number 3 was forced to have sexual relations with this prince when she was a minor in 3 separate geographical locations. And in the documents it says those locations were London, New York, and also a private island that was owned by Epstein in the US Virgin Islands. Now, Buckingham Palace have released a statement in which they have gone on to say that this relates to long-standing and ongoing civil proceedings in the United States, to which the Duke of York is not a party. As such, we would not comment on the detail. However, for the avoidance of doubt, any suggestion of impropriety with underage minors is categorically untrue. And it's important to point out that what they're saying there is that this lawsuit in America is not specifically aimed at Prince Andrew, and as a result, he hasn't had the opportunity to respond in a formal way to these claims. However, over the years, we do know that he has been criticised for spending time with Jeffrey Epstein. It was in 2010 that photographs were taken of them spending time in New York shortly after he'd been released from prison. This is Mr. Epstein. But all along, the Duke of York has said that he has never spent any time with underage girls linked to Mr. Epstein, and also said that when it comes to these allegations, he knew nothing about it until they were made public.
And if you look down at the bottom left, you see Wasserman, so I wonder who that is, and the actor Chris Tucker. Fucking stoned.